Hey there, lovely people, and my dog that just walked in. It is I, your favorite friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here, ready to give you another crazy story here that I found floating around the internet. What do I have for you today? So I came across this story today, and it's about a week or so old. Man, I had to talk about it because it's some of the most insane stuff that I have seen all day, right? So the story starts in the city of Eaton, Indianapolis. All right. Shout out to you if you live there. All right. You're from there. Maybe you've heard of this story. Maybe you haven't. It starts in the city of Eaton and, with a serial liar and master manipulator by the name of Courtney L. Davis. Yes, I threw that middle initial in there because, why not? This woman has a pretty rare disease, okay? And that disease is lying goofball syndrome, okay? It unfortunately has spread throughout her whole body, and it just spread like the measles. And sadly, there's no cure for this clown because not only did her lies affect her, but they also affected her loved ones as well. Well, her husband. I'll just say her husband, okay? I'm gonna hop into it. I'm gonna stop blue balling you guys. So this woman is being arrested for lying to her husband about buying a house, okay? Stealing the keys to that home and trying to move into that home. That's what this whole story is about. So this woman is being arrested. The sad part about all of this is that she didn't let her husband know any of this, right? Like her husband was completely in the dark from what the reports are saying and from what I'm seeing. He had absolutely no idea. Now, to go a little bit deeper here, the court documents showed that this man thought he and his wife were moving into a brand new home after going through the real estate process and, being handed the keys to the house, right? So the man apparently didn't know that his wife allegedly faked all of the financial documents that were submitted to the realtors. She broke into the house, smashed open the lockbox with the keys in it, and told her husband that they were now the homeowners. I mean, that's crazy. Now, the cops were called out to the house, right? After the real homeowner saw that there was a U-Haul parked outside the house. The owner told the cops that nobody was supposed to be there. Obviously, like, I'm still the homeowner here. No paperwork was signed. I didn't hand over any keys. So why the fuck, is there a U-Haul parked outside my house with people moving in? Now, when the cops showed up, they saw the husband and the wife literally moving their shit into the house. Like, I'm talking full shebang, like unloading the boxes, moving furniture in. They got the keys in their hand, everything. They're basically like they're moving in. Like they're literally just taking the house. Now the wife knows that it's all a facade, right? The husband has no fucking clue. He's just thinking, oh yeah, I'm just we got a house now. Great. Now just imagine that for a second. You're selling the house and you go past that house and you still legally own it and you see someone literally moving into the house that doesn't belong there. U-Haul truck, dollies, furniture, everything, right? What the hell do you even say in that moment? It's completely crazy. This deranged crazy lady lied and told the police that she and her husband had purchased the home. They were given the keys from their realtor, right? The realtor, apparently, from her story, took them out of the box after the sale was finalized and handed them over to them, right? That's the story she gave to the cops. She even went so far as to send screenshots of the police of the fake paperwork she gave to the realtors to show that they had purchased the house. Which I gotta say, that shows some absolute kahunas right there. I mean, that shows some balls to knowingly send screenshots to the cops, right? Like you're sending screenshots of fake legal documents to the cops to try and justify something is a lie. I mean, that's so brazen, I can't even believe it. Now, obviously, this BS story didn't match what the real property owner was telling the cops because the sale of the house was never finalized. There was no payment that was ever received. A deeper dive into it uncovered that not only had the couple not submitted their payment, but the forms handed over were obviously fake. Now, the realtor even said that they noticed something was off with the paperwork because there was, some obvious grammatical errors in there, some typos, things like that. Now, the cops reached out to the realtor They obviously denied everything and told them that they never gave any keys to anybody. And they found out that she smashed open the box, and this dummy hid the pieces of the smashed lockbox inside of a drawer in the house. Which I don't understand. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, why on earth would you still have the evidence in the house with you? Like, that makes no sense to me. Something must have sparked, a change of heart with her, because when they were confronted by the cops, Courtney told the cops that her husband didn't know about the fraud, right? She also said that he was completely unaware of the false statements, or, the whole truth behind her stealing and breaking into the box to take the keys. She also confessed to breaking into the house prior to her husband arriving to move the stuff in. While the husband is at the crib getting all the shit ready, getting into the car to go over to the new house, she zooms over to the house that she stole the keys from, breaks into the joint, and then, it has everything ready as if it's theirs. Crazy. Absolutely insane. I mean, talk about wanting something so bad. Like, I gotta see this. I gotta see this house. Because what $1 million home is this? What phantasmagorical home would possess you to do such a thing? Please, I need to know, because this house doesn't make me do this house that I'm in doesn't make me it didn't make me do any of that. And I love my house. But that house better have 8 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 3 swimming pools, 2 hot tubs, a finished basement with a full-size bar, a movie theater, bowling alley, basketball court, you name it. Like, it better blow my socks off. Because please tell me you didn't crash out like this over a 1-story rancher with 700 square feet and 1 bathroom. Please tell me it was at least worth it. But if this couldn't get any worse, during the investigation, it was also discovered that a tow truck the tow truck the husband was driving was reported stolen. The wife told police that she let her husband drive the truck because, apparently she couldn't drive a stick shift, but she purchased the truck with a bad check. The check bounced, and the husband didn't know any of this. So the husband riding around with a truck that's stolen thanks to his lovely wife. I mean, I understand that people could do things behind your back, and be shady and sneaky and all that. Damn, man, who in the hell did you marry? Jason Bourne? And how in the hell were you unaware of everything that was going on? I mean, this is some serious stuff that you would think you would pay some sort of attention to, or at least ask questions. But obviously he doesn't care to ask even the simplest of questions about where things come from, and how his wife was able to purchase a house and a car right under his nose, and he be blissfully unaware. It just seems pretty sketchy to me, right? Like, I mean, you knew something, bro. But the wife faces felony charges of possession of stolen property, fraud, criminal mischief, burglary, residential entry, obstruction of justice, false informant, and her husband unfortunately faces charges as well of residential entry and possession of stolen property. Now, if there is an update to this story, I will definitely make sure to inform you. But this was a ridiculous story that I absolutely had to speak on, because, man, this is just craziness. But fellas, hear me and hear me good. Please choose wisely who you decide to marry. Don't be like this poor guy. That's all I got to say. Peace.